I took a night shift at a lonely gas station with strange rules. Don't answer the phone after 3 rings. Don't let the man in the hat inside. I broke one. I was broke, jobless, and desperate when I saw the ad night shift attendant needed. For a remote gas station, easy work, $20 an hour. Must follow posted rules. $20 an hour sounded too good to pass up, so I called the number. The man on the other end had a deep, slow voice. You can start tomorrow, midnight to 6 a.m. Be here on time. The gas station was an hour's drive from my apartment, down a 2-lane highway surrounded by endless pine forests. When I arrived, the place looked almost abandoned. One flickering light above the pump, the store's windows dark. Inside, the smell of stale coffee and motor oil hit me. The guy I was replacing, a pale man in his 40s, barely looked at me. Read the rules. In the back. Don't break them, he said, tossing me the keys before walking out into the night. In the back office, taped to the wall, was a yellowed sheet of paper with 10 typed rules. Rule 1, lock the front door at 1:13 a.m. and don't open it until 1:43 a.m. Rule 2, if the phone rings more than 3 times, do not answer. Rule 3, keep the radio on low static. Do not change the station. Rule 4, do not let the man in the hat inside, no matter what he says. Rule 5, if you hear footsteps in all 3, ignore them. Rule 6, at 3 o'clock a.m. exactly, look out the front window. If you see a black car, turn off all lights and hide in the back until it's gone. Rule 7, do not enter the restroom after 3:15 a.m. Rule 8, if the cooler door opens on its own, close it and whisper not tonight. Rule 9, if the static on the radio turns to a woman's voice, do not listen. Rule 10, leave the cash drawer open after 5:30 a.m. I laughed, thinking it was some weird hazing tradition. My first hour was boring. One trucker bought coffee. A couple of teenagers bought chips. At 1:10 a.m., I remembered the first rule and locked the front door. At 1:16 a.m., someone knocked. A man in a wide-brimmed hat stood there, grinning. He mouthed something through the glass. I couldn't hear him, but the rules flashed in my mind. Do not let the man in the hat inside. I shook my head. He knocked again, harder, then started speaking. It's cold out here. Just let me warm up for a minute. His voice was muffled but strangely melodic, almost hypnotic. My hand was on the lock before I caught myself. His smile widened, showing too many teeth. I backed away. At 1:43, was gone. The next few hours were quiet, until the phone rang at 2:30. It rang once, twice, 3 times, then stopped. A minute later, the cooler door creaked open. Inside, the rows of bottled water and soda were dark, but I swear I saw movement, a pale hand retreating into the shadows. My throat went dry. I closed the door quickly and whispered, not tonight. The door clicked shut. At 3 o'clock a.m., I peeked out the front window. A black car idled at the pumps. The windows were too dark to see inside. Every instinct told me to hide, so I killed the lights and crouched in the back. The hum of the engine grew louder, closer, then faded. When I looked again, the car was gone. At 3:20, I heard the restroom door creak. I froze. The rules said not to go in after 3:15. Then came the sound of someone whispering my name from inside. My heart pounded so loud I thought it would burst. I grabbed the radio, turning up the static, hoping to drown it out. That's when the static shifted into a woman's voice. Help me, he's coming. I almost dropped it. I turned the volume down until it was barely audible, but the voice kept speaking. He's in all 3. The footsteps started, slow and heavy, echoing in the empty store. My hands trembled as I reached for the baseball bat under the counter. The footsteps stopped just out of sight. Then came the man in the hat's voice. You broke a rule. I backed toward the office, never taking my eyes off the aisle. He stepped into view, his hat casting a shadow over his face. The fluorescent lights flickered, and for a split second, his face was gone, just a black void where it should have been. I bolted into the back room, slamming the door and locking it. The footsteps followed. Slow at first, then faster. The doorknob rattled. I pressed my weight against it. "Let me in, or I'll make you," he whispered. Then silence. I stayed like that until 5:30 a.m., when the first light of dawn started creeping through the blinds. The moment the clock hit 6 o'clock, I grabbed my keys, ran to my car, and didn't look back. I never went for my paycheck. That night, I dreamed of the gas station. In the dream, I was standing in the aisle, looking at the cooler. The door opened, and the man in the hat stepped out. "You'll be back," he said. And I know, somehow he's right.